How much time do you have to respond to a lawsuit from Midland Funding? My name is Michael Wasylik. I'm one of the lawyers at Ricardo and Wasylik here in Florida, and together with my partner Jason Ricardo, I help people just like you overcome foreclosure and debt collection with dignity. And today I'm going to answer the question of how long do you have to respond to a debt collection lawsuit from Midland Funding. Now, most of the time, it's important to first understand who Midland Funding is. They are a junk debt buyer, and they are also a debt collector. And their business model is to buy charged off stale debt from credit card companies for pennies on the dollar and try to squeeze nickels, dimes, or quarters out of you because they claim you owe the money. And they do that by either writing you letters or calling you on the phone, or in some cases, filing lawsuits. And they are one of the largest filers of lawsuits in the state of Florida. In fact, they file thousands of lawsuits every month against Floridians. And it's important that if you have one of these lawsuits against you, you need to respond in the right way and in the right time. Now, the time that you have to respond is going to depend on which court you are in, both which county you're in and also what level of court you're in. So, for example, in a small claims court, if you're looking at a claim of $5,000 or less, the time to respond is going to be the pre-trial date that appears on your summons. And that can be 4 weeks away, 6 weeks away, 8 weeks away. It depends on how busy the court is and when their next court date is. But if you have a claim that is larger than $15,000 or that is larger than $5,000, and it's not in small claims court, if it's in either the county court or the circuit court, you're going to have to respond within 20 days of receiving that complaint. And if you don't, you're in danger of a default judgment. If you are in small claims court and you fail to show up at the pretrial, you're in danger of a default judgment. If you don't respond in time and in the right way, if you ignore it or bury your head in the sand, or you admit the debt, then what will happen is a judgment will be entered against you, and Midland will have the right to garnish your wages. They will have a right to levy your bank accounts and take all the money out of them. They will have the right to seize certain types of property, and they'll have the right to compel you to give up information about your finances that enables them to find your money more easily. And if you don't respond to that, you could be held in contempt of court and punished. So you don't want a judgment entered against you in most cases. In the vast majority of cases, you want to avoid that because you don't want to have your wages garnished, your bank accounts drained, you don't want to have your property seized, and you don't want to have to give up information about where your money is. So it's important to understand how to respond and in what time. Again, if you're in small claims court, that can be anywhere between 4 weeks to 8 weeks, depending on how busy the court is and what their schedule is. In almost every other court, it's going to be 20 days or you lose. It is very, very important for you to respond in time and in the right way. And in the right way means don't just admit it. Don't just admit it. There's a time later. If you want to go ahead and do the right thing, there's a way to negotiate that later. Don't just admit it at the first response. Go ahead and deny the claim or dispute the claim, and then you'll have a chance to negotiate whatever payoff settlement you might want. But don't do that right away. Otherwise, you lose all your leverage from the get-go. Now, if you want to know or if you want help about how to properly respond and at what time to respond, because you've been sued by Midland Funding, we are here to offer you help. If you'd like help with that, we can give it to you. And what we're going to offer you is a free 30-minute strategy session with one of our lawyers. And all you have to do is call our office and ask for an appointment with Mike or Jason, and we will give you that free 30-minute strategy session if you mention this video, which is how long do I have to respond to a Midland Funding lawsuit. And the number to call is 352-567-3173. That's 352-567-3173. Now, you need to know that we're in court a lot, so we have a limited number of appointments available, and there's a lot of people lined up waiting to talk to us. So you need to call as soon as possible, especially because when you've been sued already, time is ticking, and if you miss that deadline, you could lose by default and have a judgment entered against you. So time is of the essence. Act now. Again, that number is 352-567-3173. Call today for your free 30-minute appointment. Mention this video. How long do I have to respond to a Midland Funding lawsuit? And we'll give you that free 30-minute strategy session with one of our lawyers as soon as we're available. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.